Hi everyone, welcome to this week's Ask AJ. I'm with a slightly different colleague today, which is Ted, Tess's little dog, who looks maybe not so keen to be on the camera, but we'll see how long he stays. So today I'm going to talk to you about the importance of getting additional photography. So interior shots and external shots are fantastic, and we get some lovely photography of all our homes. But by additional photography, what I mean is getting aerial shots, so from like a drone, getting pictures from the sky, and also our kind of signature twilight shots as well. So there's kind of different various reasons why it's important to get these various angles and different times of day. So I've got a sort of plethora of examples to show you. So we'll start with aerial and then work on to twilight. So a few of the good reasons why we'd always recommend, particularly for a house with grounds or depending on its location, why it's important to get aerial photographs could be, for example, so we have quite a lot of homes in which we're lucky are near to the lake, but perhaps you can't see the lake from the house. So what an aerial shot can do is kind of portray the location of a home in terms of its location or proximity to a key landmark, or in this case, Lake Windermere. So this is one of the homes that we've got on, which I don't know if you can see, but this would be the house. So we've kind of taken a photograph from behind the house, and then it gives a viewer that's got the brochure a good idea as to its proximity to the lake. So you can sort of see from that photograph pretty quickly that you're not that far from Lake Windermere. So without reading all the text and looking into its location, you can see, oh right, great, that's near to Lake Windermere. So that can be quite important in terms of showing the home's location, or something like this, even though it's just in the distance, this picture would sort of portray that this house is quite close to what is Ambleside. So, you know, somebody looking at that picture might think, oh right, great, so we can pretty easily walk or cycle or whatever into town. So they're good in that sense that they do help to show a home's location, and then obviously the surroundings and fells and the landscapes that surround them. So that's one of the main reasons we like to do them. Another good point is, you know, quite a number of the homes that we sell come with a lot of land, and it can sometimes be difficult, particularly if you're showing people around on a wet day and you can't sort of walk around all the fields and sort of really see the location, or if they've not had a chance to get sort of a land registry document or something like that. Having an aerial shot allows us to do what we call just a site plan image. So this would be an example of what we would do. So again, I don't know if you can see that, but we basically try and get up as high as we can, and then Rebecca, our designer, will do sort of a red line showing the actual boundary of the plot. So again, another quick way of a viewer to look through the brochure and see what land comes with the house if they're not able to actually walk around the boundary on the day of the viewing. And it allows us as well to sort of pick out, you know, where certain things are. You know, if they've got a woodland or an orchard or a pond, you can quickly show that on a high up aerial shot like that, but also shows the boundary. So various sort of reasons why they're important. So that would be why we'd certainly recommend you get an aerial shot. And obviously they help to portray the overall house and the grandeur or the privacy of a home, you know, the extent of the gardens and bedding and all that kind of thing. So they really give an additional angle that benefits a brochure and the listing. And then as for twilight, I mean, they look nice to start with. They're really pretty shots, and a big reason why we use them, and particularly as your main image on the likes of Rightmove, is there are statistics around that they do bring in a lot more clicks to your listing, because if people are scrolling, there's a lot of sort of images that look the same and daylight shots, seeing a twilight really stands out against everybody else. So as a nice example, I've got this one to show you. You're just about to see that, I think. Now I think they're an important shot, not just because they look nice, but a lot of the viewings... Sorry, Ted's found a stone. That's a bit odd. So the reason I think they're really important is because they portray the house at a different time of day. So a lot of viewings that take place, and it's probably the same for a lot of agents, happen during daytime, so daylight hours. So a lot of viewers don't even see what a house would look like at night. So having a twilight picture just sort of gives that kind of indication as to what a house would look like at a totally different time of day. And often gardens and homes can actually look even nicer at the evening, particularly if you've got a lot of sort of garden lighting or sort of mood lighting. Some of our homes have sort of hot tub areas and spa areas that have, you know, all the cool kind of LED lights and stuff. Or if you've got a fire pit and that kind of thing. So Hannah and the team, or sometimes myself, you know, we'd come out to do the twilight images and just sort of make sure we're getting those right angles to show off the best lighting of a house at sort of dusk and twilight time. And whether that's sort of adding some candles and that kind of thing, which a lot of owners would have anyway, it just really helps to give a completely different perspective to a home that obviously we're trying to sell. And often they are a key talking point, you know, of viewers, and they say actually, oh God, you know, we saw that lovely twilight shot and wanted to book a viewing, and then hopefully that will lead to an offer or a sale. So they really do help to portray a house differently. So combined aerial photography and twilight shots in conjunction with just doing your kind of regular internals and externals really create a full image and understanding what the house is going to look like. So at the end of the day, we do have fantastic text, which Sarah, our copywriter, puts together, but more often than not, most people are looking at the pictures. So it's important to get it really from all angles and all times of day. So that's why we think it's important, and if you're looking to put your house on the market and want to make sure you get a full plethora of images, both day, night, from the sky and from the ground, do get in touch on 015 394 88811. And anyone in the team would love to have a chat with you. Okay, so that's all for now.